Hello and welcome. This is Not So Live and this is episode 15. So today, as you can see on the picture, I will be talking about Alexander the Great. And before I get the episode started, thank you for all the likes and the views and any comments and anyone that subscribed. I know I say it every episode, but it really does mean a lot. So in this episode, we'll be talking about Alexander the Great. So he was born in July and the year was 356 BC. He was known as Alexander III of Macedonia, but was regarded as Alexander the Great. He succeeded his father, Philip II, to the throne in 336 BC, and he was only aged 20, so he was relatively quite young to be becoming king. His empire stretched from Greece to the northwest of India and was one of the largest empires in history. So that's the map of where his army stretched and the empire. So as you can see, it's Macedonia, and then you go all the way through Persia into Egypt and even into parts of India. So you can just imagine, he ruled quite a lot of land. So up until the age of 16, he was taught by Aristotle, and in the year 334 BC, he invaded the First Persian Empire. This campaign lasted 10 years. He broke the power of Persia in a series of decisive battles, overthrowing Darius III. After this, the Macedonian Empire held vast territory between the Adriatic Sea and the Indus River. Alexander wanted to reach the ends of the world and the great outer seas. So he had plans to literally just take over everything. I know it read that there was talk of him moving on to Asia, but there was no recall of anyone in that time knowing, like in his army, knowing exactly where that would be. No one had ever heard of it, so I think that's false information. So both Alexander's parents encouraged his ambitions. His relationship he had with his father forged the competitive side. He was also quite reckless in battle. I think this was to impress his father. His father had gone on to win many victories, even when he was severely wounded and stuff. Alexander wanted to become like that. I don't know if it was to impress him or, he wanted to fill his shoes. He was also very intelligent and he learnt quite quick. So basically, I think that's what made him such a great general. And also it reads that he was quite open for debate. He was very like reasoning. Someone did report though that I was reading, that he had quite a temper and went into a fit of rage, and this could also cloud his judgment and decision making. Don't know how true that is, but I thought I'd put that in there as well. So out of all his battles, he had 20 and he won every single one. He never suffered defeat or he never lost, basically. This was another thing that he added to make him Alexander the Great, was the fact that wherever he went, he conquered. And on the 10th or the 11th of June in the year 323 BC, that was one of the days he died. I'm not sure which one. Now there's two accounts of his death. One is that he drank all night, and also the following day he then got a fever and was unable to talk. The second was he drank a large bowl of unmixed wine and was in pain, and for 11 days he suffered weakness, but there was no fever. But the fact is that it was 12 days from when he got ill to the day he died, and looking up, there is a lot of there's documentary about his death, and a lot of people say that, from what has been said, it was poison. And there's a lot of different poisons that could have been used to kill him, but the symptoms and the effects and stuff, it points to that direction. So they reckon someone killed him. So for the final part, I've put this picture. This was a statue of Alexander the Great. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I just read up and written down facts on basically at the start of his life and through to his death. There is a lot more information, and obviously I'm not going to cover it all. The video would last ages, a few hours probably. So I just thought I'd narrow it down and just bring you the facts and what I thought was interesting. Obviously he's one of history's most iconic figures, and I just hope everyone enjoyed the video. And like I said at the start, thank you again for viewing and liking the videos. I do appreciate it, and I will be back again tomorrow to bring you another video. I hope you have a good evening.